All right, here we are with another tip for ringing in the new year and making things easier so that you can be more successful without the struggle, without giving up by January 12th, 1 week from today. So many people are going to be giving up on their goals, their dreams, their intentions, and that is just crazy. So, my tip for you today is sometimes it really is as simple as taking a step. So sometimes you can feel like you're not really sure what the next step is, or you're afraid. You're afraid to fail, or afraid of success, or afraid that you're not good enough in some way. So whether it's a lack of clarity, not super sure what that next step looks like, sometimes clarity is gained by taking a step. Sometimes a little bit of momentum is all it takes to get the car rolling, right? So take a step, make a move, do something. Sometimes it really is as simple as taking a step. That is my message for you today. And on that, I'm going actually to read a little bit of what I wrote in my new book, Lead with Moxie. We strive to kick ass even though we are afraid to fail. We are afraid to succeed. We are afraid of who we might become if all our dreams come true. Sometimes, right? We are afraid to show the world our true self and not be loved. Yeah, it's really hard to admit that, but as humans, this is something we're all dealing with. We are afraid we aren't enough. We are afraid to take a step that might be a mistake. People who know me really well might accuse me of overthinking sometimes, and I've really worked on that. Since starting a business and becoming an entrepreneur, I've had to really work through a lot of stuff where, I'm so strategic, overly strategic sometimes, especially with my own stuff. When I'm helping clients, that's such an amazing perk that they get because I'm just naturally wired that way. And I don't overthink when it's somebody else's stuff. When it's mine, I tend to overthink. So I've gotten really good at making decisions quickly and taking a step. Just take a step, take an action, do something, just do it. So that's the message for today. And I'll share a little story. My running buddy, Wendy, hey Wendy, she told me when she was first she was like my running coach, even though I didn't really want to be running. And when I first started getting into it, and she said, I'll never forget this. She said, the hardest mile is the first mile. That's the hardest thing. If you can get through that first mile, you can do it. You can be a runner. You can get the whole workout in, whatever it is. And it's so true. If you've ever struggled with running, that first mile, running for me is such a love-hate thing because I love it when I'm done, like when I'm showering and I'm like, yes, I did it. The rest of the time, I really don't love it. But that hardest mile is the first mile, and just knowing you can get through it and you can get to the next milestone. And sometimes if we keep likening it to running, it's like I just want to get to that next lamppost or that next block or that next minute, if I'm on the treadmill or whatever it is. And it's like, okay, phew, did it. And it's so much easier to keep going. But you have to build the momentum by taking steps. So sometimes it really is as simple as taking a step.